Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslakir Gerleif. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of Sokushinbutsu, the ancient Japanese practice of self-mummification. So, buckle up and get ready to explore one of the most intriguing and mind-boggling rituals in human history. Imagine this. You're a Buddhist monk in 12th century Japan. You've dedicated your life to spiritual pursuits, and now you're about to take the ultimate leap of faith. You're going to mummify yourself, alive. It's a process that will take years, pushing your body and mind to the absolute limits. But if you succeed, you'll become a revered figure, a living Buddha, forever preserved in the annals of history. Sokushinbutsu, which literally translates to a person who has become a Buddha in his own body, is a practice that dates back over 1,000 years. It's a journey that begins with a strict dietary regimen known as mokuji kigyo, or tree-eating practice. For 1,000 days, monks would consume nothing but nuts, seeds, and the bark of pine trees. Talk about a paleo diet on steroids. But wait, it gets even more extreme. For the next 1,000 days, the diet becomes even more restrictive. We're talking just bark and roots. No nuts, no seeds, not even a sip of water. The goal? To rid the body of fat and moisture, crucial for the mummification process. Now, here's where things get really wild. In the final stage, the monks would drink a poisonous tea made from the sap of the urushi tree. This tea, loaded with toxic compounds like urushiol, would induce vomiting, further dehydrating the body. But it also had another purpose, to prevent decay and keep insects at bay. The entire process of self-mummification could take up to a decade. Let that sink in. A decade of extreme dieting, poisonous tea, and mental preparation, all leading up to the final act, entering a stone tomb, assuming the lotus position, and waiting for death. You might be wondering, why would anyone subject themselves to such an ordeal? Well, it all ties back to Buddhist beliefs. Sokushinbutsu was seen as the ultimate act of self-discipline and devotion, a path to enlightenment and Buddhahood. But here's the thing. Very few monks actually succeeded. Many died before achieving mummification, their bodies decaying in the tombs. In fact, out of the hundreds who attempted this practice, only around 24 mummies have been discovered. According to The Practice of Self-Mummification in Japan by Ken Jeremiah, these mummies are primarily found in the Yamagata prefecture, with the most famous examples being Shinyokai Shonin of the Dainichi-bu Temple. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds a bit extreme, and you'd be right. In fact, the practice of Sokushinbutsu was outlawed in Japan during the late 19th century, during the Meiji Restoration. But that hasn't stopped the fascination with these mummies. Today, they're venerated in temples across Japan, drawing visitors from around the world. But Sokushinbutsu isn't just a historical curiosity. Modern science has shed new light on this ancient practice. CT scans and radiocarbon dating have allowed researchers to peer inside these mummies, revealing the incredible preservation of their internal organs. And remember that poisonous urushi tea? Traces of urushiol have been found in the tissues of the mummies, confirming its role in the mummification process. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Sokushinbutsu is what it reveals about the human spirit. The level of dedication, the sheer willpower required to undertake such a journey, it's almost unfathomable. These monks didn't just embrace death, they actively prepared for it, transforming their bodies into literal vessels of their faith. And that, my friends, is the essence of Sokushinbutsu. It's a practice that pushes the boundaries of what we think is possible, that challenges our notions of life and death, of the physical and the spiritual. It's a testament to the incredible lengths humans will go to in the pursuit of higher ideals. So the next time you're facing a challenge, whether it's a tough project at work or a personal obstacle, think of the Sokushinbutsu monks. Think of their determination, their unwavering commitment. And remember, if they could mummify themselves alive, surely you can tackle whatever life throws your way. And that's our deep dive into the world of Sokushinbutsu. I hope this journey has been as eye-opening for you as it has been for me. If you're craving more fascinating explorations, be sure to tune in next time. Until then, stay curious and never stop questioning the world around you. This is Aslakir Gerleif signing off.